Hello, I am Max from Test Drive Blogs, and today, let's have a look at this 1991 Nissan 300ZX Twin Turbo. I filmed an automatic version of one of these a while ago, and I've been looking for a stick shift since then, and luckily we got one in my work. This car's finished in sort of a cream exterior. With a black leather interior. The interior is extremely 90s feeling in this car. Even down to the buttons. You have your window controls and power locks, door handle below, and a vent in the door. And the seats are powered. Everything is oriented to the driver, as you can tell. This one even has a stock radio in it, which is nice. And so looks like the key. Sadly, this one doesn't have the factory titanium red and blue keys with it anymore. It's just got this metal key. And let's fire it up. And so let's close the door and check out the rest of the interior. As I mentioned, everything is very 90s feeling in here. You have all your various controls for your cruise control, lights, wipers, and climate control all around the steering wheel here, on the gauge cluster. Of course, with your turn signals and high beams on the left side, and more cruise control on the right side. Steering wheel is a 4-spoke design with an airbag and horn. The gauges are an easy way to spot the differences between the twin turbo version and the naturally aspirated version, which you have a boost gauge in the bottom of the speedometer there, temperature gauge on the far left, tachometer, oil pressure, and your fuel gauge. This car has 23,000 miles on it, so it's very low mileage. Dash is nice and curved, going all the way across. Couple vents. Your factory radio, as I mentioned, which is a Bose system. Very nicely laid out. Very simple to use. Low cubby hole down below that. Your digital clock below that. And as I mentioned, this car does have a 5-speed manual transmission. All the way over and down is reverse. Emergency brake to the right of that. A little of an ashtray here. And a ladder. Rear defrost, mirror controls, and your sport and touring modes for the exhaust in the center here. So basically, if you want it louder, you just go to sport, and if you're kind of just cruising around, don't really want to be loud, switch it on to touring. Center console back behind that. Which has a little bit of space in it, not very much. Manually dimming rearview mirror with a little light up above. And so shut it off. And check out the outside. To take the T-tops off, it's a very simple operation. You just have a simple lock right here, and your handle that you pull once you unlock it. You just slide them out, and then there's storage in the back. The Z32 generation of the Nissan 300ZX was introduced in 1990 and ran until 1996 in the US. Nice headlights, which are actually shared with the Lamborghini Diablo, oddly enough. And fog lights and turn signals down below. Very sloped windshield, leading into a very flat hood. With the special wheels, which actually improve braking performance because it actually cools them down quicker, the way it was designed. Which these tires are 225/50 R16 tires. Nice body colored mirrors. Definitely has a very interesting look once the T-tops are off. Nice larger window, leading into a kind of a ducktail spoiler. We like how the antenna is integrated on the side here. Three-liter V6 with twin turbos. And let's open up the passenger side. This car is in nearly perfect condition. You do get a nice carpeted glove box down below that does lock. A little bit of storage in there. A 2+2 model was available where you'd have 2 seats in the back, but this one is actually just a 2-seater version. Well, it still has the pocket in the back of the front seat, which is very nice if you'd like to carry stuff back there. You also have more space in the back with no back seats. As I mentioned, it's only being a 2-seater, it does have quite a bit of space back here, as well as some Bose speakers and a privacy protector. They have these nice little bags for the T-tops to keep them safe back here, as well as some straps to hold them down, and a spare wheel and tires underneath. So how does the 300ZX with the 5-speed manual drive? That is the ultimate question that you're probably asking right now. Well, the answer is it's not. I mean, after driving so many old cars, such as a lot of the cars that you've seen me film for this channel, as well as the MotoeXotica YouTube channel, it's of course nice because it's newer. One of the newer vehicles I've driven. But the shifter is very, very nice and smooth, actually. The clutch is a little odd. It's a little interesting to get used to. It has some power. I don't know if it feels like 300 horsepower worth of power, but it definitely has some power to it. There's a lot of turbo lag. Yeah, the shifter is very nice and smooth. I've driven just about every other generation of the Z other than this. I've driven a 240Z, a 280Z, 280ZX, 280ZX Turbo, not a Z31 yet, but I have driven two they were brand new 370s, or three new 370Zs, one that was even supercharged, and it was kind of crazy. I have a video of that on my channel too if you want to watch it. But yeah, this definitely feels like a step up from the 280ZX. Although I'm sure the Z31 would feel even more so. The steering is nice and responsive, not really any dead zone whatsoever. The heat works good, which is nice. Everything is really easy to reach, as you can probably tell. Like, climate control's right here, the cruise control's right here, flight control's right here. Everything is really easy to reach. It's definitely a driver-oriented car. Not so much as like the Supra that I filmed a while ago, or a few other cars I've driven, but this one's definitely up there. It just feels so 90s in here, just looking at all the dash, and it's awesome. I'm really a big fan of the 90s generation of cars, or 90s era of cars. So thank you all for watching this video of the 1991 Nissan 300ZX Twin Turbo. Be sure to check out MotoeXotica's info in the description below, and I'm out of here. See ya.